I'm receiving lots of messages these days with people feeling like everything is just out of control. Is this you? Do you feel like everything is out of control and it's falling apart? Well, I want to talk to you about this today because I think it's so important to see things for what they are. And a lot of times when we feel that things are out of control, we get these feelings of panic and anxiety and nervousness going on inside because we don't know what it's going to look like. And our ego mind does not want to be in that place of really knowing what it doesn't look like. We don't know what's on the other side of this, and it gets really scary. So, what do we do? What do we do with all of this? Well, right now, I do feel like as a collective, there's a lot of things that are shifting and changing and morphing. I know there's a lot of things going on in the astrological world, and that's not really my area of expertise. So, what I know is the energy. That's what I know. And what I know right now is that I feel this too, as well. I feel there is lots of shifts going on. I feel that this is such a beautiful time and that things are shifting at a higher, faster rate than they've ever done before, which is a good thing for you because it's an opportunity for you to shift and move and really heal at a faster rate. Not that healing has to be slow, but sometimes we feel like we're at a snail's pace, right? Like, let's just be honest. Sometimes it just feels blah, like it's taking forever. So, what do we do with all of this? We can first off, I want you to think about it's time to just breathe. It's time to slow down and take a really big, deep breath. Sometimes we need to do that 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 20 times a day. There are times in our lives when we just get going, going, going. The energy feels like it's just out of control, and we need to just stop and breathe. So you can do that with me right here, right now. Put your hand on your heart, close your eyes just for a minute. Take that big, deep breath in and let that out. You can literally do that as many times as you need to. I like to have people do it 2 or 3 times. Really just take time to slow down. We get so crazy in our day-to-day life. We get so overwhelmed. And if we don't stop and take these moments to just slow down, it can get out of control. So that's the first thing is breathe, breathe, breathe. Really take a minute to breathe. The next thing that I want you to remember is that everything that we go through is temporary. Now, our mind wants us to think, no, it's not. We're going to be here forever. And how long is this going to last? And, I meet with people every day and we've been this way forever. Nothing's changing. We lose perspective. So if we can back up for a minute and regain that perspective in our lives, really look at this as knowing that it's a temporary situation. When I've went through really hard things, I remind myself, you know what, in a month from now, this could all be different. In a day from now, this could all be different. In 6 months from now, this could look completely different. We could be in a very different situation. So if we can look at things from the different perspective and really look at things from different angles, this is one thing that I'm really good at. And what I do in my work is helping people to see things from a different angle, a different perspective. People all the time, well, we've just been here forever, or nothing's working. And it's like, well, you can choose to look at it that way, or you can choose to see it as this is just a stepping stone getting me to where I want to go. When we take that pressure off and really give it a different look, things look very different. So that's the next thing. And the last thing is to remind you that you're a spiritual being. You're here having a spiritual experience. I know it seems hard right now. I know it seems overwhelming, but know that this is part of your journey here. And you get to choose to see it the way that you want. This is going back on that perspective again. So if we can remember that we're here having a human experience, you are that spiritual being, you are that beautiful soul. And this is just that human experience that we're having. So if we can put things back into perspective, take a big deep breath, remember who you are, things are going to look very different for you. I know sometimes, you're going to want to say, your ego mind's going to want to say, well, that's not very helpful. It truly is. If you'll take this, do what I just told you to do, I promise you, things will calm down and you will look very different. Things will feel very different. I know it seems hard now, but I promise you, take that big deep breath and try again. It's going to be okay. And this is how we work through life. This is how we learn to navigate life. The last thing that just popped into my head that I want to remind you of is that emotions are not bad. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with being frustrated or angry or impatient. It's what you do with it on the other side. If you choose to stay there and allow your life to go on like that for months and years and decades, then that is to me the problem. But if we can choose to see emotions for what they are, allow them to be fleeting, allow ourselves to feel them, to acknowledge them, not to judge ourselves for them, to understand that that's part of our humanness, and to let them roll off, things are going to look very different for you. So, no judgment. Remember, you're a spiritual being. Take that big, deep breath, get a different perspective, and things are all going to shift for you. I promise. So, hope this is helpful for you. So much love. And we'll talk to you all very soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.